Hello and welcome back to another episode of Average Joe Minecraft. I'm Damien, and I'm going to show you around to some more stuff that we've gotten done. Behind me, as you'll see, is a sign that says Community Village. Now, this is something that Kite's been working on. It's an idea that he had because I wanted to build a village where a new player could come in and they could go to that village. They'd have beds, they would have crops, they would have materials that they needed, to make a little bit of gear. Nothing to overpower them, but just something to help them get a good start. And I kind of built a crappy little village at first, and we got some villagers in there finally. But it wasn't what we wanted. We wanted a place where the players could come together and work together as a community to build the community village for themselves. So this is what we came up with. This is what Kite put together. It's not done yet, but it's done enough that I can show you. So once you spawn in here to the building, and you see community village, and you just step through the portal, and it brings you to an island that was created. It's well lit island, lots of space, roads laid out, lighting everywhere, and you'll see signs all over the place. Like here's one, blacksmith, 35,000 money. So once this is put into effect, when the community has 35,000, they hit the button and there's a blacksmith here. Um, it's put together with assets from Minecraft itself, the village template itself. So this will actually look like a Minecraft village once it's done. Oh, it's getting dark. Over here is a quest NPC to start the restoration project. There'll be quests to do this, and rewards and stuff like that. And the final reward will be the village coming together. But he's got it all laid out. Got all the plots and everything. It's beautiful. And I'll even, if I can learn to spell, I'll even go up and show you the layout. It's a great place for a community of new players to come together, learn how the game works, learn about the game and stuff, and build a village, basically. And it gives them ownership, basically, of, the game. It teaches them, and it gives them ownership, and it looks to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to actually get this kicked off and started. But that's the first project I wanted to show you. I thought it was really, really cool. So let's go back through the portal. I'm going to show some different projects and stuff that have been in the works. And of course, I've shown you the bank and all that, and the community mine. There's a mini game down there that's got the portal up for it. But I really wanted to show that village because I'm very proud of that village. But now we're going to run through spawn, and I'm going to show you the subway system that Kite designed. And we're going to go to my place. We're going to go to my base that I've been working on since coming into the game. And I'll tell you, I've never started out in one of these biomes, and I hope I never do again. I love clay, and I love working with the clay in the game. But man, when it's all you see, it gets a little old. Anyway, this is the subway, and that goes to Sabater's base down there. But you can see that the design that he's used. It looks really, really good, and it actually reminds me of subways that I've been on before. And the way he's got it designed, you walk up here, you call a mine cart, you get in the mine cart, you hit the button, and it takes off. It's kind of loud, so you may not hear me talking over the loudness of it. But we'll be to my base in just a minute anyway. And at least this one is not as long as the one at the Sun Chaser's base. That one takes 5 minutes. It's beautiful. It's a beautifully built minecart railway, but it's very, very long. My base is actually really close to the community island. And here we are. And once you get here, it drops you off and puts away the minecart. Um, and just in case, because it was getting dark, and I'm wearing my beginning armor because I love the look of the leather armor, and I'm wearing the turtle helmet with the water breathing. Um, it's my favorite set of armor. But this is there's stairs up there. I built these stairs to help with the horses because again we're in this clay biome and it's kind of rough. Now, when you first step out, you can see the majesty that is my base. Um, and that was a little bit of sarcasm. It took me forever to put this together, and I didn't actually build everything here. Sun Chaser actually built that ship for me last night, and I'll show that one to you because I'm really proud of that one too. Um, and I forgot I was in creative mode. But anyway, this is my house. This is where I live right now. I'm gonna stay in the boat a lot. I like the boat. But you see this island right here. This used to be a smaller island, and it had water in four corners. And that's where I built my first temporary house. It wasn't a very good house. It was just thrown together real quick to store stuff and put a bed in it for me. And then I went to work on this. And this is quartz, and then purple concrete, purple glass, and then just regular glass in between the purples. I kind of ran out of materials. I was going to go higher, but I ran out of quartz, and it was a lot of farming, and I had other projects to do, and I really wanted to get out of that cramped house that was over there. So I stopped. There are 3 floors and then 2 sub floors, 2 basements basically. I saved up and I scrounged and I farmed and I got all the mats, and I built this 6 pyramid, this 6 beacon pyramid, and then something I found out earlier in the when we started this is you can take different colored glass and put different colored glass over the beacons, and you can change the color of the beams themselves. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, this is all farmed up, legitimate survival stuff. It took forever because I started out with a 1 beam pyramid down there, and I had that thing forever. But this one is so much better. You can see all my buffs up in the top right. And it's so much better when I'm working around here with that. But let's go ahead and go in. The door was left open. Okay. I'm going to install an elevator. Right now I just have a ladder system in here. Whenever I get the elevator plans, basically, I'll get that put in. I was going to do a water elevator, but I don't really like those. But yeah, this is my little sitting area, books all over the place, a few pictures, decorations and stuff. This is the conference table, and I got lamps and stuff everywhere. I just tried to decorate it up. Different suits of armor. This is a replica of my original. I'm wearing my original armor. This is a replica of it though. And then of course sleeping quarters. I got a clock where I can always tell what time it is. But yeah, this is where I sleep. Kind of spend a lot of time talking to people. The second floor down is the storage facility, and we're actually working on something under the island over there to have a massive storage facility under there. But for now, this is where I have the storage facility. I've got little display things on the floor, and each one of them had like this has paper, and I've got stuff to make books and the paper in here. I do a lot of trading with the villagers because I want people to be able to come in and say librarians they sell books. I want people to be able to come in and get their hands on books that they need. So I do a lot of trading with villagers. I have villagers here, and then there's going to be villagers in the community village that I've worked with for a long time to get their inventories good. This one's full of bookcases and stuff. Now I have a lot of bookcases. You may wonder how that happened. I found the stronghold. And the stronghold had 2 libraries in it, and I cleared both libraries completely out, and I had I think 22 stacks of books by just doing that. But what I didn't cover last time, Kite was talking to me, and what I didn't cover last time is this server is already set up for the end. We've gone through. There's a railroad that's already laid from the spawn point at the end all the way out to the islands. So now you can only get on the first island that it goes to. I don't have anything else to any other islands, but we've already done that. The Ender Dragon was killed, and we're farming shulker boxes. We're farming elytra, and that was done just to open it up where people could do that when they were ready and they had reached a certain stage. They could go ahead and do that. But because this server is ready to go, you can farm for pretty much anything you want here, and it's still wide open. You can see the list over on the right hand side. We haven't got that minimized yet, but there's 6 people here right now, so there's plenty of room to do pretty much anything you want. But anyway, this is the storage facility. And they're pretty generic. Everybody knows what storage facilities are. And then this is the reception floor here. This is basically just the entrance. I haven't really come up with a good idea for it yet, so I've just left it as the entrance to the building. It's empty in here, as you can see, but I've got ideas for it. And then downstairs, this is my nether portal. I've got stuff set up pretty much to complement this. I've got my alchemy station here, and I've got my enchanting station over here. We've got 2 librarians here. I keep them safe, as you can see, but she doesn't have a half block. I need to put a half block in there. But anyway, I got 2 librarians here. I have a cleric here, and then I actually have another librarian here, but the reason being, whenever this librarian came in, I noticed that she had a mending book, and I'm like, well, you're staying. You get to live. So, yeah. And then continuing to the final basement level. This one's still a little complicated to get into. This is the end portal. Now, this cannot be built in survival at all. It can only be built in creative, and there's a certain way you have to put it together for it to actually work. And when we found the stronghold, let me tell you, that stronghold's a long way off, and we weren't going to build a road to it or anything like that. So we came in here, we just built this portal so we can get there anytime we need to. And it's in my base. Somebody would have to come to my base, and then be able to get in. But that's all 5 floors for my main base right now. Now out back is a blacksmith, and I got the weaponsmith here. And if you turn around, you go in. I've got the armorer here. And then there's a mine down there that I've started. And if you come way back here, hidden behind the chests, is a toolsmith. So I've got all the blacksmith out here. I got some lava to destroy stuff, and I've got right now only 12 furnaces. I'm gonna get a bigger blacksmith built up. And I've been looking at some schematics on YouTube for a like this mega smelter thing. It's redstone operated and stuff, and you just put stuff in one chest, and you put your fuel in another chest, and it goes through the system and it comes out on the other end, and everything's smelted. I've been looking at that, but it looks really complicated, and I don't know if I've got quite enough of the knowledge to do that yet. And this is a little room that I had set up for storage and to sleep in while I was working over here when the house was way over there. But that's my place. That's the blacksmith in my house and storage and all that. So let's go check out the island over here. And yeah, I've got conduits up so you can breathe underwater. I'm in creative now, so it doesn't matter. But over here I have an automated farm, semi-automated. It will automatically basically harvest all this, but then I have to go back and plant it. I can show you how it works real quick because I need to do it anyway. It's a 3-tier system, the highest back there, and I've got these little dispensers here all across the top, and it is definitely a redstone contraption. It took me, I built a prototype over there, and it took me about 2 hours to actually get it working. And I know that's slow, but I'm new to all this, so I thought it was pretty good. But anyway, what you do is you just come in, you hit this button, you can see the redstone fire, the water releases, and it harvests all your crops. Then you hit the button again, the water stops, you give everything time to get into the chest, and then you replant. And that's all there is to it. We'll replant it later, though. I'm not going to go through that in the video. This is my automated sugarcane farm. Now, this thing took me a couple hours to get. I did a prototype over there. You can still, I'll show it to you in a minute. But what this does is it harvests the sugarcane once it hits the level 3 tier. Let's see. Yeah, I got one in here. And right now I've only got 3 tier. I'm going up 6 with this, and I'm going to do another row, so I'll have 12 of these. But for right now, I ran out of materials because you can see I've used stone blocks and stuff. But what this does is once your sugarcane gets to 3 high, it gets in front of that observer and it fires the pistons. And once the pistons fire, everything goes into the water. Everything goes into the water and works its way down here. And that's pretty much how it works. But I thought that was really cool. I do a lot of trading with paper, and I make a lot of books. That was one of my main things when I came in. I was like, I'm going to do paper this time around. I'm going to do a lot of paper. Excuse me, and I'm going to do a lot of sugar and stuff like that. So this was a design I found online. I don't even know who came up with it. It was on a YouTube video. I think I was watching a Mumbo Jumbo video where he did like these mini farms that you will need was the name of the video or something like that. And this was maybe in one of those. I can't remember. But right now, these are the only two farming contraptions that I have set up here. So let's carry on over here. You can see my horses. I've got a couple of donkeys and I got a couple of skeleton horses in there. The horse in the diamond armor, that's Roach. That's my horse. And I'm raising some more that I can put on the market soon. Now, a week ago, this entire area was just nothing but cows, chickens, pigs, sheep, horses, and it was all crammed together. But now I've got it where the horses are by themselves here, and they've got a lot of room to move around. That's the stairway up that I was telling I built for the horses, and that doorway right there is the subway. Over here is my research and development area. Do I have any seeds in here anywhere? I don't think so. This contraption right here it's an automatic wheat. It's an automatic wheat farm. I basically flip this lever up, bone meal starts shooting out of these dispensers, and I stand here with seeds, and I just right click to throw the seeds on here. The bone meal hits them, and it makes wheat and kicks the wheat out. So it's an automated one. But you have to manually stand there and do it. But this is the prototype right here for that. This is one I built first and got it to working first, and then I built that. Over here is my cactus farm. This is the simplest one I've built yet. There's no redstone, there's no anything. There's a chest, there's 4 hoppers, there's sand, cactus. Cactus cannot grow next to a block, so you build it just like this, and when it goes up, when the cactus goes up, it basically destroys itself because it can't grow next to a block, and then that cactus is tossed into this, into the hoppers and into this chest. And I've got 8 of them here, so I'm doing pretty good on. I can average a couple of stacks a day on cactus. Melons over there. I grew these giant mushrooms. I have a silk touch axe, and I'm going to do an alchemy shop, and I'm probably going to try to do something with these and building that alchemy shop. That's another mine there that I've got going on, but pretty much that's my place. Now I'm going to show you the pride and joy here, the beautiful ship that Sunchaser built yesterday. Actually, she came over and she's like, I'm going to build you a ship. All right. So she came over and put this thing together in a few hours, and it's glorious. She built it matching pretty much the building with the color scheme. And I still haven't learned all the little manhole, get in here and all that good stuff. But this is the main bedroom area. I've got it decorated up now, and it's just the main place that you come to sleep. It's really nice. It's not too cramped, but it's not as wide open as my house is over there. And you got windows, you got all that good stuff, and then you come down here, and it's kind of complicated for me to get in there. But you come down here and you have the main hold. There's stairs coming down, and you're in the main hold of the ship. Excuse me. And she's got it built really, really nicely. And I've decorated it up with paintings and stuff like that. But, yeah, I'm going to do some more stuff to it. But for right now, that's just what I put together. And then up here, there's another ladder and a trap door. And you can come up. You come up here, and I like how she put armor stands with armor on them and stuck player heads on them. I really enjoy that too. And then there's another cabin here, which I've kind of set up as the dining area, basically. And then you can step out the door, and you're up on the top deck. Which I've got to get some more access points, to make it easier to get there. You can go all the way up here on the crow's nest. But for 3 hours, I don't mind throwing some ladders up in other places to get to get where I want to go. I absolutely love this thing. I think it's gorgeous and very well done. But you can see, as far as the game will let you see, up here. And then in the very back up top, there's a way you got to go around to get to this one. You come up on the mast over here, and there's a ladder and a gate here. But this is just one tiny room in the back that I threw a compass in. But yeah, that's my boat. I absolutely love the thing. I think she did a great job. And then as far as the livestock and stuff, I came way out here. Because waking up first thing in the morning hearing all those animals was driving me nuts. So I came out here and I built into the mountain. Because I'm like, well, I'm here, I might as well use it. So this is where all the sheep are. I've sheared a lot of them, as you can see. Um, but I got sheep, I got pigs, I got chickens, and I got cows at the end. And I've just dug into the mountain and made room for basically all of them to get in there. I got them lit up, and then I breed them, I feed them, I do all the good stuff for them. But that is pretty much my property. This is my base. A lot of stuff goes on here because I'm trying to learn redstone. I'm trying to learn how to build stuff like this. So I do a lot of research here. And there are other bases in the game, and I will definitely get to those and show them to you. But I wanted to do this one first since I'm the one doing the videos, and we'll get mine out of the way because mine is nowhere near as good as some of the others. Sun Chaser's an artist, and her place is just it's phenomenal. So I will definitely show her place off. But that's going to do it for us on this one. I just wanted to go through and show some of the builds and just show you what an opportunity it is here and how fun it is for us and how much fun we plan on having. We're still working on dungeons being put in the game and other stuff like that. But like I said, I'll show you some more builds later in another video. For now, that's going to do it for the Average Joe server, and we will see you later.